Good man stuff Monday to you. This is Modern Mountain Man, and today we're killing the dabbler. So in 2015, I uprooted my family and I moved across the state to take on the adventure of planting a brand new church in a community that we weren't a part of. Literally, I could count the amount of people we knew on my fingers. One of the tall tasks I had, in addition to meeting people and organizing them into a launch team to launch the church, was I had to raise a lot of money. In fact, I needed to raise about $100,000 to start a church from scratch so that on day one of our launch, we'd be a fully functioning church right off the bat. And I'd never done anything like that before. I had a little experience raising, small amounts of funds for, mission trips and various ventures like that, but I'd never raised something in the six figures before. And so because I'd never done that before, I got involved with a coach. He was a fundraising coach. And there was this one day he gave me this piece of advice, or rather this challenge: stop dabbling and start dominating. He said, the voice of the dabbler in your life, it sounds an awful lot like the voice of a victim or an excuse maker. The voice of the dabbler will say something like this: well, I'll just try a ton of different strategies and we'll see what works. I can't sell out to just one thing. What if it fails? I can stay an extra hour or so at work. Nobody will notice. It's okay if I check my cell phone impulsively. My kids are too young to notice. Sure, I did something wrong, but hey, so did they. And so why should I ask for forgiveness? See, the voice of the dabbler in your life tells you what you want to hear to justify your current state of being. I'm reading a book right now that says your system is perfectly wired to give you the results you already have. You want to know how I know that? Because it's gotten you the results you already have. The voice of the dabbler in your life wants to justify where you are, what you're doing, and say, hey, whatever, it's all going to be okay. But do you want to just dabble? Do you want to make excuses? Do you want to be a victim, or do you want to dominate? See, sometimes we don't even notice the dabbler because he's been involved in our life for so long that he's just a part of life, and he's a crutch, he's an excuse, and we've got the dabbler in our life. But do you want to continue to dabble your whole life, or do you want to start to dominate? Today I challenge you, kill the dabbler. Here we are, mid-March. Most of us, if not all of us, made some New Year's resolutions 2 months ago. And statistics show that if you made a New Year's resolution in January, by the time we get to March, you've probably given up on it. And I know a lot of people, when they make this kind of a decision that we're going to kill the dabbler, we're going to start dominating, you pick out like 15 areas of your life, and we're going to stop dabbling in all 15 of these areas, and we're going to dominate in all of them. And you try to make these massive changes. And sometimes, hey, some people can handle that kind of massive change in all the areas of their life. But some people, you just got to pick one thing and say, I'm aware that the dabbler is still alive in this area of my life, but as far as this area of life, we're going to dominate here. But there's an old saying that says, you'll remain the same as long as the pain of change supersedes the pain of staying the same. But if you got into a place where staying the same is too painful and you want to move on, you want to make progress in your life, and you say, this sucks, I want to move on. I'm done dabbling in this area. Take charge and dominate that area of your life. What area in your life has there been some acute pain in your life? There was a time in my life where I had gained some weight to where it caused some back pain in my life. My back problem was actually a front problem, and I had to lose some weight to get down a little bit closer to my ideal weight so I didn't have pain all the time. And that back pain was something that made me aware of an area of my life that I needed to stop dabbling in and start dominating. I have a feeling in your life there's some form of pain, some sort of wake-up call in your life, whether it's your marriage or your business, your finances, your health, whatever it might be, a hobby that you're taking on that you're just kind of sticking your toe. Stop dabbling. If it's important to you, what's important to you is what you're going to dominate. You're going to say, I'm going to sell out and I'm going to do this thing right. You need to tell the dabbler, you're dead to me, and begin to dominate. How do you begin to dominate? Take some action steps. If you're out of shape, hire a coach. If your finances are a mess, take a Dave Ramsey course. If your marriage is out of whack, read some books, go to counseling. If you want to advance in your business, hey, get around some other businessmen who are doing well. What's an area in your life that you want to stop dabbling and start dominating? If it's something that's not too incredibly personal, drop it in the comments below. There's something powerful about when you write it down and other people see it, that it brings it's not only an act of humility, but it's an act of accountability, that when you write it down, and not that my comment box is magical or powerful, but putting those words in writing does something powerful on the inside of you that puts you one more step to dominating and one more step away from dabbling. Now, I'm not sitting up here bragging about myself as though all the dabblers in my life are dead. But there are areas of my life that I recognize the dabbler, and I killed him and I excommunicated him from that area of my life, and I've begun to dominate in those areas. Now, I'm looking forward to some things that I've got going on over the course of the next month where, my goodness, I need to kill the dabbler and start dominating. One of the things that has brought this memory back up of my finance coach telling me this is, like I said, 2 years ago, I had to raise a 6-figure launch budget. Well, I've got another big project coming up that I've got to raise about 6 figures again for something, and I'm getting geared up for this. I'm so much so that I need to dominate on this. After I upload this video on YouTube and Facebook, I'm actually going to be shutting my social media off for about a week. So normally I reply to you guys. I might catch you guys in about a week or so, because I've got some huge things coming up between now and the end of the month of April that, man, I don't have time to dabble. I need to dominate. I'll be back for the Next Man Stuff Monday, but between now and then, God bless you. Stop dabbling and start dominating, and go take your mountain.